Now we are going to see about the first lesson, incomplete portion, the peninsular plateau. The peninsular plateau. Peninsular plateau means the தீபகற்ப பீடபூமிகள் அப்படின்னு சொல்லலாம். The plateau region lies to the south of the Great Northern Plains. So this is located in the south of the Great Northern Plains. This is the largest physiographic division of our country. So this is the largest physiographic division of our country. Physiographic division, the divisions of division five physiographic divisions. அதில் வந்துட்டு peninsular plateau, this is the largest physiographic division in our country. It covers an area of about 16 lakh square kilometer. So the peninsular plateau, it covers an area of 16,000 square kilometer, about half of the total area of the country. அதாவது ஏரியாவுடைய டோட்டல் கண்ட்ரியினுடைய பரப்பளவில் half of the portion வந்து கவர் ஆகிருக்கு. It is an old rocky plateau region. It is the old rocky plateau region. The topography means the landforms, consists of a series of plateaus and hill ranges interspersed with river valleys. பீடபூமிகள், அதற்கடுத்து மலை குன்றுகள், நெக்ஸ்ட் வந்துட்டு இன்டர்பர்ஸ் வித் ரிவர் வேல்யூஸ், பள்ளத்தாக்குகள், ஆற்று பள்ளத்தாக்குகள் இவற்றால் சூழ்ந்தது. ஆரவல்லி ஹில்ஸ் மார்க் த நார்த் வெஸ்டர்ன் பவுண்டரி ஆஃப் த பிளாட்டியூ ரீஜியன். ஸோ இந்த பிளாட்டியூ ரீஜியன் உடைய நார்த் வெஸ்டர்ன் பவுண்டரி அப்படின்றது ஆரவல்லி ஹில்ஸ். இட்ஸ் நார்த்தன் அண்ட் நார்த் ஈஸ்டர்ன் பவுண்டரிஸ் ஆர் மார்க்டு பை த பந்தல்கண்ட் அப்லாண்ட். Northeastern boundaries. So this northeastern boundaries are marked by the Bandalkhand upland, Kaimur and Rajmahal hills. So இதனுடைய northeastern boundary எது அப்படின்னு பார்த்தோம்னா Bandalkhand upland, Kaimur and Rajmahal hills. The western Ghats and the eastern Ghats mark the western and eastern boundaries respectively. So in the India that is surrounded the western boundary of the western Ghats and the eastern boundary locates in the eastern Ghats. The altitude of a large portion of the plateau is more than 600 meter from mean sea level. So இதனுடைய கடல் மட்டத்திலிருந்து இதனுடைய உயரம் அப்படின்னு பார்க்கும்போது 600 meter from the sea level. The peak of Anaimudi is the highest point in the plateau region. ஸோ இந்த பிளாட்டியூவில் ஹையஸ்ட் பாயிண்ட் அப்படின்னு சொல்லக்கூடியது ஆனைமுடி. இட்ஸ் லென்த் இஸ் 2695 மீட்டர் and is located in Aanaimal. It is already this one I taught it. Okay, the located in Aanaimal. The gentle slope of this plateau is towards east. So this land in the central plateau, that is the central slope of this plateau towards the east. The Great Plateau is a part of the Gondwana. Gondwana means the very ancient one, ரொம்ப பழமையான நிலப்பரப்பு. That is the Gondwana, that is the ancient one, Gondwana landmass. Due to the old age, the river in this region attained their base level and developed broad and shallow valleys. So this river attained their base level and developed broad and shallow valleys. The river Narmada divides the plateau region of India broadly in two parts. The river Narmada, it divides this region in India broadly into two parts. The region lying in the north of the Narmada called the Central Highland. ஸோ நர்மதாவிலிருந்து நார்த் சைடில் இருக்கிறது எல்லாமே சென்ட்ரல் ஹைலேண்ட் அண்ட் த ரீஜியன் லையிங் டு த சவுத் ஆஃப் நர்மதா இஸ் கால்ட் த டெக்கான் பிளாட்டியூ. இந்த ரிவர் நமக்கு தெரியும் நர்மதா தப்தி, தீஸ் டூ ரிவர்ஸ் ஆர் த வெஸ்ட் ஃப்ளோயிங் ரிவர்ஸ். இந்த நார்த் ஆஃப் த நர்மதா இஸ் கால்ட் அஸ் த central highland and south of the Narmada is called as the Deccan Plateau. You know Deccan Plateau, that is in the triangular in shape. All the major rivers Mahanadi, Godavari, Krishna, Kaveri, etc. lying to the south of the Vindhya. These 4 rivers are lying to the south of the Vindhya, flow eastwards and fall into the Bay of Bengal. These rivers are flow to eastwards and fall into the Bay of Bengal. Narmada and Tapti are the 2 rivers situated to the south of the Vindhya, flow westward. So these rivers, Narmada and Tapti, these 2 rivers are west flowing rivers. They west flow into the Arabian Sea. Their movement towards west is due to the presence of the Rift Valley in this region. So this river west flowing, that is that presence of the Rift Valley in the region. Next, Central Highlands. The Central Highlands extended between rivers Narmada and the North Great Plains. So the Central Highlands is located in the Narmada River and also in the Northern Great Plains. The Aravallis form the west and northwest edge of the Central Highlands. Aravalli region, that is located in the northwestern edge of the Central Highlands. These hills extend from Gujarat through Rajasthan to Delhi in the northwesterly direction for a distance of about 700 km. So these hilly regions extends from the Gujarat through Rajasthan to Delhi in the northwesterly direction of a distance of about 700 km. The height of these hills is about 1500 meter in southwest while near Delhi. So in near Delhi, the southwestern part of this hill distance is the 1500 meter and in southwest, while near in Delhi, and the height is hardly 400 meters. Height is hardly 400 meters. This is the one more question. Kurshigar with 1722 meter is the highest peak in this region. Which region? The Aravalli ranges. The highest peak is the Kurshigar. Its height is the 1722 meters. The western part of the Central Highland is known as Malwa Plateau. So the western part of the Central Highland, already you know that is in the map. It is the Malwa Plateau. It lies to the southwest of Aravallis and to the north of and Vindhyachal range. Southeast of Aravallis and to north of Vindhyachal range. The river Chambal, Betwa and Ken drain the Malwa Plateau. What are the rivers drain into the Malwa Plateau? The river Chambal, Betwa and Ken drain to the Malwa Plateau before it joins river the Jamuna. So Jamuna river la poi joined ஆகிறதுக்கு முன்னாடி this part of the this is the rivers Chambal, Betwa and Ken drain to the Malwa Plateau. Then the part of the Central Highlands which extended to the east of Malwa Plateau is known as Bundelkhand. So the part of the Central Highland which extends to the east of Malwa Plateau is known as Bundelkhand and its further extension is known as Bagalkhand. The eastern part of the Central Highlands which lies in the northeastern part of the Indian Plateau is known as the Chota Nagpur Plateau. The eastern part of the Central Highland, eastern part Central Highland which lies in the northeastern part of the Indian Plateau, that is the Chota Nagpur Plateau. It covers much. Where are the Chota Nagpur Plateau covers Jharkhand, adjacent parts of the Odisha, West Bengal, Bihar and Chhattisgarh. This region is very rich in mineral resources, particularly iron ore and coal. You know the Chota Nagpur Plateau, that is the highest mineral resources. In the Chota Nagpur Plateau, it has the highest mineral resources, especially in the iron ore and coal. Next நம்ம பார்க்குறது சென்ட்ரல் ஹைலண்ட்ஸ் பார்த்தோம். இப்போ நம்ம பார்க்குறது வந்து டெக்கான் பிளாட்யூ. Deccan Plateau. The physiographic division is the largest part of the plateau region of India. You know the Deccan Plateau, that is the largest part of the plateau region in India. The shape of this plateau is roughly triangular. Already நம்ம mark பண்ணியிருப்போம் மேப்பில். So that is the triangular in shape. One of the sides of the triangle is marked by the line joining Kanyakumari with Rajmahal Hills. With Rajmahal Hills. The shape of this plateau is roughly triangular. One of the side of this triangle is marked by the line joining Kanyakumari with Rajmahal Hills, and this line passes through the Eastern Ghats. The second arm is marked by the Satpura Hills, Mahadev Hills, Michael Ring, and the Rajmahal Hills. The third arm is marked by the Western Ghats. The area of this plateau is about 7 lakh square kilometer, and the height ranges from 500 to 1000 meter above the sea level. Okay, already Deccan Plateau already நான் டீச் பண்ணியிருக்கிறேன். Okay.